Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Phil'sGang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
627,000. That's what came in for July, and that is below expectations. It's down 1.7% month to month. Prices for newly built homes came in at $328,700 in July. That is up 2% year over year.
New home sales, existing home sales. It's unbelievable. Collapsing. That's right. And they're also cutting prices left and right. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast, around the country, and off the Wall Street Radio Network. It's amazing. What we're seeing for headlines every day now is how the housing market is getting hit. Yeah, U.S. banks hit record profits. $60 billion for the second quarter. $60 billion, the most ever. It's unbelievable. Why? One is because of the rate hikes. Secondly, because of the tax cuts. Of that $60 billion, remember, $6 billion of it came from the tax cuts. That was like extra money for them. But here's what's really funny about the banks. Just last week, they were up at the Hill, to Congress, begging them, hey, you got to take more regulations off of us. We're not making enough money. Not making enough money? What are you, nuts? $60 billion? Just one quarter. This is crazy. The average, think about this. These new home sales, the existing home sales, right? They're making all this money, but yet, at the same time, we have existing home sales that are falling. It's just incredible. Just nuts. But here's the other thing today that's going on. I want to get right to it.
I don't know how you can impeach somebody who's done a great job. I'll tell you what, if I ever got impeached, I think the market would crash. I think everybody would be very poor.
Boy, I think so. You know, if we ever went into impeachment, that would be the worst thing ever. That would be so bad. And we got to hope that the Democrats, there's got to be some Democrats in there that are not that dumb. Because it could be, you know, it may get very close to what's going on where he could lose the House.
We had the Market Composite Manufacturing Services survey out this morning, and that they commented that growth has slowed to the slowest pace so far of 2018. And that's on top of the fact that critical industries such as automobiles and housing, we had another disappointing report out this morning. That's one of Fed policymakers' main concerns. We've got housing down at a February 2016 low right now. So it's not going to take too much to tip this economy.
The U.S. economy is in great shape.
We're seeing the economy doing incredibly well.
The economy is really...
So what is it? Is it great shape, not great shape? Banks making a lot of money, historic profits, but their housing sales are collapsing because interest rates are going up and it's hurting the consumer? The average credit card, the average credit card balance is $10,000. Each quarter rate hike, that's another $25 a month. Now, each 1-point rate hike on a $160,000 30-year fixed-rate mortgage, that's another $100 a month. So between the credit cards and between the mortgages that are going up, No wonder home sales are starting to fall apart. People can't afford homes, but yet the banks keep making more money. They make more money. It's incredible. Now, the one thing we do know is this, that if you don't believe that there is the widest gap of income inequality, if you don't believe that, this has to be proof. Because think about it. The bank's making that kind of money, while 68.7% of our 145 million workforce, we have 145 million people approximately in our workforce, and they're working, out of that group, 68% of the 145 million, they're working paycheck to paycheck. While the banks are making historic profits because we keep raising these interest rates. This is just nuts. Now, here's the problem. Every day we get a different headline. How things are great. And they always, and the one I love is every day we either have a trade war on or a trade war off. Now remember, in June, we had a whole week of trade war off. The dollar dropped. Trade war on. The dollar rallied. You really got to follow the dollar. And every time they say there's a trade war, the dollar drops. Now, when the dollar drops, that's not good for certain stocks. When the dollar drops, think about it. That's bad for consumer staples. Stocks like Clorox and Procter & Gamble and Johnson & Johnson, Coke, Pepsi. So when they say, hey, the dollar is weak, then the investor is very important to understand as an investor to understand what the dollar is doing. Because if the dollar is weak and you're invested in the staples, consumer staples, and you have a weak dollar, well, you're going to have a problem. But then if the dollar is strong and you're in those stocks, then you're going to be fine. But every day what's happening now is yesterday they say, oh, we had a weak dollar because the trade war is off. So everybody ran out and started to buy the not the staples, but they started to buy your bank stocks. They started to buy semiconductor stocks, and they moved away from all the consumer staples or the discretionary, like Starbucks, starting a restaurant, Nike, non-essential. It's things you don't really need to live. You can do without. When the economy is poor, when you have a weak dollar, the last thing you want to do is go buy stuff you don't need. You don't need to go to Starbucks. You don't need to buy a pair of Nike sneakers. You don't need to go to Disney. So when they say it's a weak dollar, those stocks are going to hurt. So now they have people going into those stocks when the dollar is weak, but then the next day they can turn around and say, well, the dollar's no longer weak, the dollar's strong. So now you're in the wrong stock. This is what's going on. Every day they're putting you... They're driving investors nuts. It's just crazy. Where do you go? One day you're in the consumer staples, you're in consumer discretionary. You get out of the consumer staples, out of the consumer discretionary, then you go into the bank stocks. It's just insane. So what do you do? Well, first of all, it's always important to take a look at the dollar because the dollar is a guide. The dollar guides you. We have 11 sectors in the stock market. And the dollar guides you to what sector. So if the dollar, there's certain sectors I just mentioned that do well when the dollar's strong. And other sectors do well when the dollar's weak. So it's a great guide. And if you depend on watching that dollar, and also remember about the dollar, interest rates follow the dollar. When the dollar goes up, interest rates go up. When the dollar goes down, interest rates go down. So it's a great guide for investing. But when they change every day, there's a new story every day, what do? Well, here's what you do. You stay away from the fundamentals. And you go back to charting. That's what I do, is charting. I stay with charting. Because, see, fundamentals is all emotion. All emotion. So you hear Cramer all the time. Every time he comes on, it's all emotion when he's recommending a stock.
Oh, I like Nutanix. They are terrific. They're a very competitive company. We had them on. I think they're very smart. I like Wendy's. We've had them on twice. I think you can go higher.
So see, he's all emotional. He had the guys on. He's talking about the fundamentals of the company. He had the CEO on, and the company CEO told him all the wonderful things they're doing. That's called fundamentals. So to buy stocks using fundamentals is very dangerous. You want to buy stocks following the money, and that's why we use charts. We'll be right back. Take a look at some stocks. 15 past the hour on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. you immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
It's both inflation and stock buybacks that push stock prices up, even if there's no real gain in the strength of the companies. So that's part of what makes this latest news about the longest bull market less impressive.
That's right. It's what I said yesterday. That's Schiller. I've been saying that all along. This entire market, starting in 2009, that ran up about 320%, is all fake. It's propped up. It was front-loaded. And this is Fisher from the Fed who admitted it.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish a wealth effect.
For who? Who's the wealth effect? For the very few people that are always in the stock market. The very wealthy, who control 85%. That means they were trying to create a wealth effect for the 1 percentile, who control 85% of the stocks. And that's what they've been doing. They've been doing that since 2008. Doesn't help the people in 401ks. Doesn't help them at all. First of all the fees they pay wipes out half of any money they have. And most people don't even have enough money to keep up with their 401ks. They're not even contributing to their 401ks between their health care costs and college education, and they can't even contribute. So it's only the very wealthy. It's amazing. So they have created an illusion that the economy is doing terrific. And if you recall, and it's so funny because the economy isn't doing terrific. When you look underneath the economy, it's all air. It's all stock buybacks. That's it. Wages aren't stronger. Wages have been deteriorating. Wages have been declining for the last 5-6 years, not going up. When you figure in inflation, when you talk about wages, you got to figure inflation. But on CNBC and Fox and Bloomberg, they don't. They talk about net wages, hourly wage, before inflation, which is silly. That's dishonest. So, there's a couple good indicators to identify really what the economy is doing, and that's what I do for my gang. We have some indicators we can really rely on telling us what the shape of the economy is. First of all, housing starts, as I told you last week, is one of the best. Because you can't screw around with housing starts. You can't screw with that number. GDP is one of the worst. And also, the numbers they give you for employment the first Friday of every month, those are totally unreliable. The employment numbers they give you the first Friday of every month, they're fake. Most of them are fake. They use what they call a death-birth market, or a birth-death metric system, where they birth jobs when they want their number up, and they take jobs away. Any number they give you the first Friday of every month, anybody will tell you, deduct 40%. 40% are fake because those are all assumptions through this birth-death metric system. So take that one away. So that's just ridiculous. The job numbers are not a good indicator. GDP is not a good indicator because the GDP only tells you they take all the numbers from everything's been manufactured. So they add up everybody's goods, and if there's more goods, they say, oh, look at this, there's more goods. The GDP's up. Oh, that's great. But wait a minute. They manipulate the goods, the GDP. You know what they do with inventory? You know what inventory they use to manipulate the GDP the most? Soybeans. We export soybeans all over the world. We have more soybeans we know what to do with. And they manipulate the amount of soybeans to get the GDP number up. So the GDP number is no good. It's just a terrible indicator, as well as the jobs number on the first Friday of every month. So what do you rely on? The housing starts are number one. Two are the durable goods. Because the housing starts, as I told you the other day, they're most important because it's a leading indicator. It's a leading indicator. And when you start, once you start these housing starts, it gives you a wealth of information. Because remember, connected to the housing starts, you have all the ancillary income. You know, when you're going to build a new home, you have to go out and buy furniture for the inside, the outside of the house, lawnmowers, all the equipment you need. So there's all this ancillary sales, which is a big part of our GDP, big part of our growth of our economy. So that is very important. And in the last, since 1965, it's predicted every recession. When housing starts starting to get hit and housing start going down, you know immediately the economy's going to slow, and you know we're going to hit a recession. We've never yet. That's never been wrong. It's always predicted every recession. It's predicting another one. Now, another good one is the durable goods. Durable goods is just as good as the housing starts. Because durable goods, remember what durable goods are. Those are expensive items. Those are machinery, equipment, computer equipment, industrial machinery, raw steel, appliances, big screen TVs, anything that lasts for 3 years or more. Big items. Now, why is this such a good number? Because a couple things. Investors know when they look at that number, what they're ascertaining is, first of all, the orders that are out in the future. So when businesses or investors look at the durable goods order, they can become confident in the economy. They can see the economy is improving because when you have increasing durable goods orders, that signifies the economy is trending upward. Why? Because the orders are always put way out in advance. If I'm going to order a tractor or a piece of machinery, sometimes it's going to take 6 months from the time I order it to the time I receive it. So there's 4,000 manufacturers they track. And when you track those orders, it's looking way out in the future. So if you see the orders are declining, an investor's going to know, the economy's getting worse. Because, see, businesses and consumers, they will generally place these orders for durable goods when they're confident the economy is improving. If I own a plant, I'm certainly not going to put an order in for 3 more machines to increase my productivity unless I see the economy's improving and there's demand. That's what you look at. When we get back, we'll talk about the dollar in stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Welcome back to the PhilsGang Show. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com in 2018. Give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The stock market has gained trillions of dollars in value since my election and has reached record highs. The only thing that looks good is the stock market, but if you raise interest rates even a little bit, that's going to come crashing down. We are in a big, fat, ugly bubble.
What a change. And I support Trump. What a change. Now, when he was, once again, the candidate, he was identifying this bubble, just as Schumer identified the bubble,
It's both inflation and stock buybacks that push stock prices up.
Yeah, and President Trump agreed with that as a candidate. That's what pushed the stock. But now they became the president. Now he's taking credit for it. Yes, when he got into office, and I'm sorry, on the day that he was elected in November to inauguration, the market went up 40%. It was all on hype. It was all stock backs. The narrative was we're going to get rid of all the regulations. The narrative was we're repealing Obamacare. The narrative was we're doing all this infrastructure. Everybody's going to get a job. And we're going to build a wall. All this. And people went nuts because, he's going to get rid of all the regulations. Everybody's going to get rich. So the market shot up 40%, not because companies were doing better, not because they're making more money or they're selling more or their margins were better. None of that. That's gone out the window. And now they tie everything to the dollar. If the dollar goes up, the economy's great. Dollar goes down the next day, the economy's not great. So it's all emotion. So the best thing to do is get away from that emotion and do what I do for my gang. I use charting because charting gets rid of that emotion. It's a smoothing mechanism. You don't care what a stock goes up one day and goes down the next day, up the next day, down the next day, because there's always stories. They always have a story. All they are storytellers. Cramer's one of the biggest storytellers out there. Every day is a new story. So what you got to do is just what I do for my gang is I monitor two things for them. As I said, I monitor the durable goods, which gives me the orders extended out in the economy, months out, so that I know if the orders are increasing, then I know that businesses and consumers, if they're placing these orders, and it's going to take 4, 5, 6 months for them to receive that piece of machinery they ordered, they have great confidence in the economy. They feel the economy's improving, they're spending money. If I see that those durable orders are being cut back, and the durable orders have been falling like they have been for the last 4 months, then I know that's not good. I know the economy is not doing well. That's pretty simple, isn't it? The durable goods. The housing starts. That's another one that we use all the time because when housing starts start pulling back, nobody can fool with that number either. When they start pulling back, that's telling you the economy's getting worse, not better. Those are the two we depend on. Now what we do is we depend on our chart when we're buying a stock so that we get rid of that. All we want to do is follow the money that's going in. Give you an example. I said to buy DLTR. Matter of fact, I invited everybody. When DLTR, Dollar Tree, turned green, it turned green, and it's still green, and Dollar Tree is up. Dollar Tree's up about 11%. And we had a little bit of a pullback today. But what I'm following right now is, okay, now they're telling me, wait a minute. Yesterday they said that the dollar was going down yesterday because there's no more fear of trade wars because China and the United States are talking. Well, if there's no fear of trade, the dollar's going down, that's good. That's good for Dollar Tree, correct? No. You want a strong dollar with Dollar Tree. I just screwed that up. You want a strong dollar with Dollar Tree. So yesterday we had a weak dollar, and that meant it wasn't good for Dollar Tree. Today they turned around and they changed the scenario again. Now today we have a strong dollar again, which is good for Dollar Tree. So you could be sitting there watching that stock every day going nuts. So by putting it on a chart, the money that comes in from the big institutions create a trend. So as long as that trend continues, it will stay green. And as long as that trend continues going up, you stay with the stock. And all you do is you put in what we call a stop. So if I start out a stock and I'm anticipating I'll get a 10% return, I'll put a stop in so I can't lose any more than 2 to 3%. So that stop makes sure if I'm up 10%, 8%, the most I can lose, the minute I get in, the most I can lose, I make a decision to put a stop in 2% or 3% to make 10% or more. So by putting it on a chart, you get rid of the emotion. So every day you get the stories from Wall Street and you listen to CNBC and the rest of them, why this is going up, why that's going. Forget about it. Don't even have to listen to it. as long as it's green, and that means that the trend is developed, and we don't care about the stories. We don't care about the everyday. And that's what's beautiful about Dollar Tree. So Dollar Tree right now, that stock went up, and it's continuing going up, and it's still green. So we're doing terrific with Dollar Tree. So now I'm not saying everybody made 11% since the day it turned green. Some people made 5%, some people made 2%, some people made 3%, depending where they got in. Same thing with Starbucks. I said, why don't we get into Starbucks? Big name stock. We always try to buy the stocks that are big brand names that are discounted. So we found Starbucks. Geez, looked great. Starbucks was a big discounted stock. Starbucks dropped 14%. So since the day it turned green, it went up 11%. I'm sorry, it went up, came down 14%, went up 6%. So it's still green. Now it pulled back today. Well, why did it pull back today? Well, because now they're saying that the trade war is back on. So that means the dollar is going to go. The dollar's going to go up, and that's bad for Starbucks. Unbelievable. So you just totally forget about the noise, and that's how you invest in stocks, and that's what I do with my gang, and that's why you should join the gang. Now, here's one thing that nobody thinks about that is very important. When the president, when Trump became president, he was inaugurated, as you know, January 2017. The dollar was tanking. Okay, the dollar started to tank. The day he got into office, the dollar started to tank. Now, what does that mean? It means that it was tanking because it identifies a weak economy, and for a very good reason. Because Trump inherited from Obama the day he took over. He took over one of the biggest debts ever. Obama accumulated more debt than any other president. Clinton, his debt increased by 12%. He went from $1 trillion to $10 trillion. Baby Bush, he increased debt by 34% from, $4 trillion to $14 trillion. But Obama increased debt by 46%. Nobody ever accumulated that much debt. And then he also had the biggest budget deficits. Huge budget deficits. So with the big debt, with the big budget deficits, the dollar started to go down. So Larry Kudlow, who's been with Trump through his whole campaign, all the way through the inauguration, they made him his chief advisor in April. His job was to get the dollar back up because you can't have. We're going into midterms. So now he's going, wait a minute. We can't go into midterm election with the dollar going down. That identifies the economy's doing terrible, and we're out there every day and with the help of Fox saying this.
The U.S. economy is in great shape.
We're seeing the economy doing incredibly well.
We could grow this economy at 4 or 5%.
This is a boom that will be sustainable.
So this is a false narrative Kudlow put together. He puts it together with Fox and CNBC and everybody else, say how great the economy is. Let's push this dollar up. Because if we go into the midterms and the dollar is down, people are going to believe that it's a terrible economy. We got to fake this thing out. We got to create an illusion here. And that's what they did. And here's what the results of that illusion is when I get back, and I'll give you another good stock. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG, $39.95. They're waiting for your call.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, you can go to my site if you want to see the returns of the gang and how much money they're making, kind of returns. Just go to philsgang.com. It's free. Just go there, and then you'll see where it says Phil's Toolbox, and it'll drop down and it says returns. Now, let me explain something to you, and it's free. You don't have to pay for this. Look. As I said, they can always manipulate the market. It's no longer a free market. It's not a free market. It's manipulated. They financially engineer this market. The biggest financial engineering has been almost $8 trillion in stock buybacks to push the market up. So these companies don't even have to do anything, just buy their own stock back. Now, the problem is, they can manipulate the market just like Kudlow. When he came in, the market, the dollar was dropping 15%, which indicated the market was very bad. The economy was very bad. The economy was bad because a dollar going down indicates a weak economy. Dollar strong economy. So it was going down. When he became the president's economic advisor, he decided he would manipulate the dollar to go back up to create an illusion. So going into the midterms, that the economy was doing wonderful when it's not, and that's the problem with looking at the dollar, because they can manipulate it. That's the problem looking to the dollar to see what the economy, how well the economy is doing. That's the problem when you looked at the job numbers, they can manipulate those. And that's the problem looking at the GDP, they can manipulate those. So what I do for my gang, I work with two things that they can't manipulate. Okay? And as I told you, the housing starts and durable goods. And that's what I do for my gang and my team. We do this every day. That's where the truth is. Now, what did he do? Simple. Kudlow goes in and starts with the narrative, the big rah-rah, with all his pals on CNBC. Then he turns around and he starts pushing the dollar up. Now, how do you push the dollar up? How do you do that? Well, it's really simple how you make the dollar strong. You start working with the Fed to raise the rates. So that's the first thing you do. If the dollar's going down like it was when Trump took over in January 2017, the dollar was going, indicating a terrible economy, and I want to turn it and say, I did a great thing, look how great I'm doing with the economy. First thing I do is I manipulate the interest rates. Now, remember, the Federal Reserve is political. They're appointed, the chair is appointed by the president. In whatever chair, Bernanke, Inat, whatever Obama said, they do. And don't give me this, that Trump is upset that Powell is not listening to him. Powell does exactly what he wants him to do. So right now, what they're doing is Kudlow starts to work with the Fed. They raise rates to manipulate the dollar higher to create an illusion of a strong economy. Yeah, this is what they do. So they manipulate the dollar higher to create an illusion. And all they have to do is raise rates, because when rates go up, the dollar goes up. So everybody's wondering, why are rates going up when housing sales are collapsing? Why are they raising rates when wages, real wages, when you include inflation, have been going down for 5 years, not increasing? So everybody's asking, wait a minute, I don't understand. This is unbelievable. And then people think, well, the stock market is the economy, when the stock market is not the economy. It has nothing to do with the economy. I can get into that tomorrow. I don't have time now. But it does have nothing to do with the economy. So all he did was said, now, what happens when you move that dollar up, when Kudlow he says, okay, raise the rates. Dollar starts going up. That sends a signal to all the European investors that we are the strongest economy in the world. So they come over here and they want to invest in the United States because they think we're a strong economy. They're not realizing that all we did was Kudlow just raised rates to push the dollar up. They come over here. They can't invest with euros. They got to buy more dollars to invest. They're going to buy a hotel or a golf course. They got to buy dollars. So the dollar goes up even more. Now look at this. We got this big, strong dollar. It's up 11% since April. When it's fake. So everybody's in there buying stocks and everything else thinking the economy's great. When it's not. It's been manipulated. So when you buy a stock, if you don't understand that and you don't know that, and you're following the cattle, and you're in 401ks, and you're not involved with anything, and you're in a 401k, it's just like cattle following each other. You're never going to make money in the market. You're always going to get caught when it collapses. But this is what he did. Now, the consequences are deep when you do that. When they push the interest rates up, to push the dollar up to convince everybody the economy is good, that's a killer. Because now you got interest rates going up, but you don't have wages going up. That's unbelievable. So you got interest rates going up. So we've never seen so many defaults on credit cards, auto loans, and student loans as we're seeing now. Why? because you're pushing interest rates up to push the dollar up to create an illusion of a strong economy, and wages aren't going up, and people are defaulting. They're defaulting left and right. As a matter of fact, bankruptcies are up. Believe that? Bankruptcies are up. Housing down big time. Housing's collapsing down. People are cutting their prices right now to sell their homes. All because Kudlow wanted to make sure that we went into the midterm election appearing as if we were a strong economy. And that's why every day you hear on Fox and the rest of we got a great economy. So the one thing that we do to make sure you're not going to get hurt, whatever stock we buy, we follow the money. When you have the biggest banks, you have the biggest insurance companies, you have the biggest hedge funds, we follow their money. And when the money starts coming in, we buy. We get a green indicator, we buy. When they pull their money out, okay, it turns red, and we sell. Very simple. There's no emotion. And this, as I say, every day, when like the other day they said the war was off, so the dollar was going down, and that was good for semiconductors and gold and all that. Then the next day they turned around and said, no, the war's back on today. They each we nailed them with $16 billion in tariffs. They nailed us with $16 billion in tariffs. So now instead of the dollar being down and everybody was buying semiconductors and buying gold and mining stocks with the dollar down, now today it's just the opposite. So the people who got into those stocks now panicking. They're panicking because now the dollar's going back up. And that's bad for those stocks. And it's also, but it's good for Starbucks and good for consumer stocks, staples. But then tomorrow it could be back down again. The dollar could go back down again, which would be bad for consumers. You go crazy. So all we look at, we don't care about the daily up and downs of a stock. We don't care about the daily up and down with a dollar. What we do is we establish the trend. And what is the trend? The money that comes in. You establish a money flow trend. As long as that money is coming in, the algorithms identify it, and all of a sudden you're following the trend, which means you're not following the emotion. Every day you got people like Cramer and everybody else, talking about stocks, and it's all emotion. Everything's emotion.
I do like Xerox for its cash flow generation. When I met with management, I thought that they had some pretty good ideas.
See, you met with management, that's fundamentals. He thinks they have pretty good ideas. Really? What good is that? That doesn't guarantee you that the hedge funds are going to put money in or the big banks are going to put money in. Here's another one.
About Under Armour. I like that quarter. That was a very good quarter. Why? Because of innovation. Because of compression.
Because of innovation, compression. That's fundamentals. Who cares about fundamentals? Those get shot to hell. Whether it's all emotion. Those get shot to hell depending on if the dollar's up or the dollar's down. So you could be in one day, think you're making money, and then it's like Mickey Mouse going east on a westbound train. You're going the wrong way. But by taking a longer look at the market and building a trend is what my chart does, which is from cash flow of these big, big hedge funds and so forth, you're going to be just fine. So try it for 1 month. It's $39.95, and judge me on my performance and the performance of my chart. You don't have to even think about anything. You could care if the dollar's doing loopy-loops. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do?